What if I told you someone could confess to a crime they never committed, with details so convincing even detectives believe them, only to take it all back later? Sounds impossible, right? But it happens more often than you think. And the real question is, why would anyone admit to something that could destroy their life, then suddenly deny it? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear will challenge everything you think you know about truth, guilt, and the human mind. Part 1. The illusion of truth. Confessions feel like the ultimate proof. In movies, in courtrooms, in real life. If someone says, "I did it," we instinctively believe them. But here's the shocking reality. Confessions are not always true. In fact, psychology shows that under certain conditions, people can be pushed mentally, emotionally, even physically into admitting things they didn't do. And what's even more disturbing, some of them actually start to believe their own false confession. Part 2. The breaking point. Imagine being locked in a room for hours. No sleep, no food, constant pressure. You're told there's evidence against you, even if there isn't. Investigators repeat the same questions again and again, slowly breaking down your resistance. This is where the mind starts to crack. At some point, the brain shifts from "I need to tell the truth" to "I need to escape the situation." And in that moment, confession becomes a way out. Not because it's true, but because it feels like the only option left. Part 3. False confession types. Psychologists have identified 3 main types of false confessions. 1. Voluntary confessions. These are the most puzzling. People confess without pressure, sometimes for attention, sometimes due to guilt over something else, or even a desire to protect someone they love. 2. Coerced compliant confessions. This happens when someone confesses just to end the interrogation. They know it's false, but the stress, fear, or exhaustion pushes them to say whatever authorities want to hear. 3. Coerced internalized confessions. This is the most chilling. After intense questioning, the person actually begins to believe they committed the crime. Their memory becomes distorted, their reality rewritten. Part 4. Why they take it back. So why confess and then suddenly deny everything? Because once the pressure is gone, clarity returns. The same person who broke under stress starts to think, "What have I done?" Fear kicks in, regret hits hard, and reality begins to separate from the false narrative they were trapped in. But here's the problem. By that point, the damage is already done. A confession, even a false one, can be incredibly hard to undo. Part 5. The power of authority. Human beings are wired to obey authority. When someone in power, like an investigator, suggests a version of events, the brain starts to accept it more easily, especially under stress. It's not just about fear. It's about trust, pressure, and the deep psychological need to comply. And in that moment, the line between truth and suggestion becomes dangerously blurred. So the next time you hear someone say, "They confessed, so they must be guilty," ask yourself this: what if that confession wasn't the truth, but a survival response? What if the human mind, under the right pressure, can be manipulated into rewriting reality itself? Because the scariest part isn't that people lie. It's that sometimes they don't even realize they are. And that raises a chilling possibility. How many truths we believe were never true at all? Truth isn't always what's said under pressure. Sometimes it's what's left behind when the pressure is gone.